every single day to meet their deaths so that we may live protected in other confined set ways. Sons and daughters taken, parents sending free to come home safe for harm that day. Won't have to bury their children thoughts at bay, of dark and sorrow hidden low lay. Tears in the gate to the soul. Politicians pay no attention to what they say or what they say. All that's on their mind is money, money on the mind. Never taking a moment out of their time to stop and think as to what foul crimes they commit. If I had a single dime for every act of worthy spoken in these minds would be rich in lies, truth hard to find. Within what they've spoken, yet those troops wind up in the middle, whether college or money line. Even those loyal to their own country grind their teeth in frustration. When the 1,000th American soldier died in September of 2004, the insurgency was just gaining steam. The 2000th death came as Iraq held its first elections in decades in October of 2005. The US announced its 3,000th loss on the last day of 2006, at the end of a year rocked by sectarian violence. The 4,000th death comes with the war further out of the public eye and was replaced by other topics on the front burner of the US presidential campaigns. US coalition forces invaded Iraq in March of 2003, toppling Saddam Hussein's government. Iraqi civilians have often found themselves caught in the crossfire, suffering death, injury, property damage. Though the casualty figures vary widely, Iraq body count conservatively estimates that around 100,000 Iraqis have been killed as a direct result of violence since 2003. Day by day, the rich become rich, the poor become poor, and all for what? The politicians body what happened to those founding beliefs and the founding core? Have we the people forgotten and finally shut that door so we can fight for oil, the massive weapons for destruction that one day we'll need, so we can clear the core the other countries for their exports and imports? Soldiers go where they're told, emotions are torn, to not go is dishonor, to go is a facade, and even more lies spread to make this all okay. Maybe those in power should go down where a battlefield and not cower, safely away in their homes and their towers. Maybe then words of war will be bitter and sour upon their lips, and not be quick to water dour. Let them be overwhelmed and even showered in letters from a dead soldier. Smell the fresh flowers by their graves as the parents turn louder. Maybe then their hearts will be devoured, just as the grief and sorrow will follow loved ones for the rest of their lives, whether daughters or sons. This is a battle that cannot be easily won, yet they don't see it that way. Logically they shun what's right and instead follow what is spun upon their desires by those that will run this country in secrecy. Sorry, no pun. The number killed in Iraq is far less than in other modern American wars. In Vietnam, the US lost on average about 4,850 troops a year from 1963 to 1975. In the Korean War, from 1950 to 1953, the US lost about 12,300 soldiers a year. Inspectors did not find evidence of weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. War could have been an option for later. We had more options than just war or no war. For example, we could have started using coercive inspections and other methods of investigation. We could have put more effort into strengthening Iraqi forces that opposed Saddam Hussein.